Event number 91, the men's alumni final. Lane 1, Rollins College from Florida. Lane 2, University of California, Santa Barbara. Lane 3, Santa Clara University. Lane 4, Brown University. Lane 5, crew runnings from Davis, California. Lane 6, University of Notre Dame. Lane 7, Beekley Rowing Club from San Diego. The crews have been polled.
Go.
The race has begun. So the wind has picked up a little here in the last hour or so. It's a very splashy start. But everybody is off rowing strongly. In the first 100 meters, there's no obvious advantage to any one crew. And as we have passed through the breakdown zone, we have a clean start. Lane 4, Brown University is starting to move ahead, moving with them. Lane 1, Rollins College. And lane 6, University of Notre Dame. Lanes 2 and 3, UC Santa Barbara and Santa Clara are battling it out, parallel with lane 5, crew runnings, and lane 7, Beekley rowing. Starting to see separation. Boat in first place, Brown University in lane 4 has open water on the last place boats, but all the boats still have overlap throughout the course. We have in the lead Brown University in lane 4. Second place right now is Rollins College, but University of Notre Dame in lane 6 is making them work for it. Santa Clara in lane 3 is staying very close with everybody. University of California, Santa Barbara in lane 2. Crew runnings in lane 5 and Beekley rowing in lane 7 are battling it out. Too close to call between those as we pass through the 500-meter mark.
We have a microphone on a coxswain again, as you can hear, and in this particular case, it is the Notre Dame coxswain. That crew is out in lane number 6, and you can listen to the urgings that the rowers hear from their captain, if you will, coxswain.
There we go, nice work. Let's go, Mercante, drive for the legs. We need your power, Mercante. Nice job, Kane. Leave it all on the water. We got lane 1, we got 3 seats on lane 1, and our bow ball is still in Brown's boat. Let's go, we're in solid second here. We won't settle for second. I am not gonna fight with lane 1. We are fighting with lane 4. Let's go. Drive with the legs. Send those puddles. Really reaching out. Do not let the stroke rate fall. You're right at 33. Let's go, staying solid. There we go, nice job. Bow, ball, left the Brown boat. Let's go. Get it back in there.
Well, that's Notre Dame's coxswain urging her crew to go after the Brown boat. Brown is currently in the leadership role. Rollins along the lane number 1 is also fighting for the lead with the trailing boats Santa Barbara, Santa Clara, crew runnings that is, and Beekley, as we listen once again to the Notre Dame coxswain urging her crew to not let Brown get away from him.
Yes, in lane 5, the crew runnings, probably a UC Davis alumni crew, and in lane 7, Beekley rowing. Again, I'm guessing, but I think they're probably a San Diego State alumni crew.
We're gonna take a 10 to move right here. That's 1, set, 2, set, move, 3, set, 4, set, 5, this is a fight for first, 6, we better be there, 7, 8, they're pulling away, 9, let's go, 10, let's go boys, let's go, they're 1 seat open water, we need to make it up on this one right here, nice job, let's go Kane, give it everything you've got Kane, shoot those legs down.
This is the Notre Dame crew you see in the foreground, and it is their coxswain who is urging them on to not let Brown get away from him. Brown currently in the leadership role with Notre Dame fighting for that number 1 position, and the coxswain's urging, trying to move things along on the outer part of our race course. It is Brown in the lead with Notre Dame tailing them, crew runnings trailing way back, and then on the far outside, that is Beekley rowing. Beekley has not let Notre Dame get that far away from him, as they battle it out. But the voice you hear is the Notre Dame crew, second to the left of the screen there. And Gigi is urging them on, trying to get them to catch up with Brown.
9, 10, let's go Irish, come on! We're defending our name here! You better pull! Right here, nice job! Last 500 is coming up! This is it! This is the race! Leave it in the water! Everything you've got, nice work! There we go!
Just about the time she said leave it in the water, a couple of big splashes came up, which would certainly impede their progress as they still continue to battle for Brown's supremacy here. Notre Dame, the coxswain that we're hearing, and Brown moving along still on the head of it, and they do in fact have a lead of a stern to bow marker lead that Brown University does, but certainly not as now Notre Dame is borne out a little bit in their lane, and that will hurt them somewhat. Along the shoreline, it is Rollins not allowing everything to go away, but there's still open water there. And then all the way out to Beekley on the outside. Then looking to the center part of our race course, we have Santa Barbara, Santa Clara, and trailing is Crew Runnings. The voice you're hearing, as I've mentioned before, is the Notre Dame coxswain trying to get her crew to overtake Brown.
Nice work. This is it. Last 250. 8-2, up 2. That's 1. Set.
Despite all of her urging, Brown continues to have a bit of open water back to Notre Dame. Notre Dame in second spot, and they are being shadowed somewhat by Rollins along in lane number 1. Then we go outside to Beekley. Beekley appointing themselves rather well here. And then we're going to go to Santa Clara with Santa Barbara and Crew Runnings trailing. Back to the head with about 100 meters to go in the race. Brown University has it in hand. They have some open water over the coxswain mic'd Notre Dame crew.
Bit of shot
along the shoreline, Rollins has picked it up, and they might even take a run at Notre Dame. This is Brown University crossing the finish line, as now Notre Dame needs to kind of watch out for Rollins along the shoreline, but it looks like they've held Rollins off on a late charge, and that will be the 1-2-3 finish. Brown, Notre Dame, and Rollins coming up in the middle of our course. Santa Clara has closed a lot of ground as Beekley has fallen off the pace after making a little bit of a charge. Santa Barbara and then Crew Runnings. But once again, the winner of our men's alumni final, Brown University.
Yes, Alan, a bit of showmanship there from the Brown crew, from the 7th seat. A couple of occasions during the last 250 meters, he took his outside hand off his oar and waved to somebody in the crowd.
It's not showboating if you've won it, right?
If you win, it's okay.
Notre Dame crew that we listen to their coxswain coming down, congratulating each other for a relatively strong row on the way down our 2,000 meter course. The U.S. Rowing's men's national team, some of the best in the world, are currently at the U.S. Rowing tent on the beach across from the Jumbotron. You're invited to stop by and meet the team, take photos, get autographs, what have you. This is a team that will represent the United States in the Olympic